Morning all, welcome to Dragon's Cave. My name's Karen, and I was watching a YouTube video last night, Daniel Cooper's latest, where he did something with baby lotion. Difficult to explain, but you'll get the gist. If you haven't seen the video already, I recommend you check it out because it's really good. So this mold I made with silicone putty ages ago. I'll try and remember to link the video in the bottom. Now, I'm not going to make it full depth because it then won't fit in what I'm doing with it. So basically, I'm just going to pop some clear UV into the mold. I think that's probably about as deep as I'm going to be able to go to achieve what I want. I'm going to give it a quick poke about to make sure there's no bubbles trapped in there. Normally this would trap bubbles in the nose, but it actually comes straight up this time. So I'm going to give this a quick blast with my UV torch, just to kind of start off the curing process before I pop it under my light. Because obviously this is not a clear mold, so it'll be slightly more difficult to fully cure. And what I want to do is kind of get a skin on it and then put some colour on the back, but I may do the colour after it's out of the mould. It'll probably be the easier option. That started it off. I should have at least given it a crust, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to pop this under my UV light and I will be back with you in just a second. Bye. Okay, so this is fully cured now. So I'm going to paint the back, and I'm going to use this Starlight Ethereal pigment from the Tiny Turner. I'm so excited about these. Look at that colour, isn't that gorgeous? Right, but because this is no longer sticky, I'm going to pop a bit of isopropyl alcohol on the back, if I can find my spray bottle, just to make it slightly sticky. Far too much on there, but grab a little brush, which I have billions, but never one where I can find them. To completely coat the back of this. I think we are done. Look at that sparkly glow. Isn't that gorgeous? Right, let's get the lid on this before it ends up going where I don't want it to be. And now for the fun part. This is something I've never tried before. Like that. And got my cabochon mould. I'm going to be using the largest one. Let me just move this a little. I get that more central. Right. So in my little bottle, I've got some body lotion. Not baby lotion, but hopefully it'll do the same. So, you've got, maybe I should have filled it a little bit more, but give it a shake, get it down where I want it to be. All of this in the bottom, then put kind of like, I want it to look like cracks going up the side. It's a bit too thick, and I'll try and pull that down a little bit. Lock that out. I'm going to put a little bit on the other side of this so that it doesn't create too many bubbles, hopefully. Yeah, I should have put a bit more in this bottle. It's okay, we'll get there. Now, I don't know how this will work with UV resin rather than epoxy. I don't have any, oh, what was it Daniel used? Polyurethane. I don't have any of that. I'm just going to pop that in there. Move this slightly over because the heat mat is on this side. And of course, I did forget to grab my little pot, because obviously I would, wouldn't I? So because this is being done with UV, it'll need to be done in layers. So get some of that in there. Get some black mica powder. If this doesn't work the way I hope, I'll try it again with epoxy and see what that does. Where's my little stirrer? Oh, do you know what? It is quite early in the morning, and I'm not at all organised. But this video does need to go out this evening, so a little bit opaque, but hopefully the light will deal with that. There's a double-sided UV light. So I hope it doesn't make the lotion dissolve and go unusable. Pop the light where it's not going to get too much UV on it. Not the light, that. Right, so I'm going to pop this under my light, and I'll be back with you when we're ready. See you in a couple of minutes. Bye. Okay, I'm going to make an attempt at demolding this now. It's okay, so it's not quite cured, so I've got a little thing of water here, so I'm going to pop that in. I'm going to pop this back under the UV light to cure this off properly. Then I'll wipe off all the body lotion, which I'm just clearing also out of my mould, and we shall see where we got with it. Back in a second. Well, I finally got that out of the mould. I gave it a water bath to cure it, cleaned it all up, and here we are. The effect is absolutely brilliant, I think. I've got some air bubbles, but they're actually in the face rather than the rest of it. The sort of broken egg effect, I think, worked really well. I actually decided to make another one, and I think the first one I used Supernova, I believe, or it might have been Nebula. For the second one, I used Starlight, and I used a copper powder in with the UV for the backing, and here it is. I think it's absolutely brilliant. Thanks again to Daniel Cooper for the brilliant invention. I will get you some photos, and stay tuned for the results of the 1,000 subscriber giveaway, and I will see you for the next one. Bye.